Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. This is Z Wakar Ahmad Samdani, and I am excited to have Miss June Low in my show.
Hi, Zimakar. Thanks
Hi.
for having me here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have because I've been watching your videos and I just couldn't do the way you do it. Like, hi, this is June. I was born in June, so I really love the energy and the that your signature style. I really like it, and most of your video that starts with this similar signature, right? So
Yeah,
I
I
really,
did.
yeah. So, guys, we are live and we have Miss June Lo, who is a video content creator and he's a coach as well. So we are going to have some amazing golden nuggets from her, and definitely you're going to learn a lot of lessons, life lessons as well. Because as far as I know about June Lo's story, it started in way back in not way back, but it was March 2020 when everybody was talking about Corona and they were scared, and we'll definitely and that is a challenging situation that everybody was going through, and whenever we face as a human, we face challenges, we grow, and this is exactly what we see because I've been interviewing like I've seen for my past couple of interviews were they were the similar kind of story. They started in March, April, and then they just broke through all the records, and the reason I think is that it was a challenge that made them outperform. So without any further ado, we'll talk about June Doe's story. So before even we talk about your online success, tell us about yourself. Where were you before coming to online world, and how did you started this, amazing journey?
Yeah, so basically, I would like to start off. Hey guys, this is June because I was born in June. So to answer you that question, Zimakar, like I started online for a really long time, but then it's like for different businesses. I realized that I've never really worked before. I'm entrepreneur my entire life. So my first encounter with online is that I started about 10 years ago where I was really loving all those different accessories, like women accessories. So that's where I started my e-commerce shop. I maintained it for about I think 6 to 7 years. I lost count actually because I was starting out as a part time and then it turned it as a full time while I was just a college student, right? So after that, I realized e-commerce is just like anybody can do that. Literally
Right,
anybody can do that. So after that, I venture into another business that I'm still maintaining right now. It's actually a legal technology company where it's also a little bit related to online up until the COVID hit. I was like, shit. We kind of like having an anniversary right now, right? Because right now it's also March. It's like literally 1 year ago. I remember the first day our country locked down is literally on 18th of March. Today is
okay,
17th of March, 1 year
yeah,
ago. And
yeah,
then our prime minister just like suddenly make an announcement over all over the news, say, hey, you know what, guys, we are under lockdown and everything. Okay, the first thing that I did was, so what do I do next? Like tomorrow we are out of like inflows, like the cash inflow, but then we still have like a lot of things to pay. So I was like, what should I do? Then that's where I remember I actually enrolled into one further OE challenge. I believe that you are in as well, right?
yes,
Ziwakar.
yes,
Yeah.
I do.
So in that challenge itself, that they had the saying said that you know what, you should start publishing to find your voice. If let's say you are able to publish for the next 365 days, you are able to build a business like a totally entirely different from what I understand from online e-commerce or like
Right,
even the legal technology company I built, right? So I decided that you know what, even though I don't understand what do you mean by voice, like what is voice,
yeah,
how publishing can find your voice, I don't even understand. But I said people have done it. that's other people advice. So just follow it and just do it. So that's where I started my first ever, oh my god, super embarrassing life. And then that's how it all unfolds. Like literally 365 right now. I did not have like I haven't done almost 365 lives, but I'm about 300.
300 lives. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because whenever I talk to a lot of people in the community, they talk about your consistent lives, and they tell the numbers like 160, 200. Man, I mean, what kind of consistency, and how do you get so much inspiration to get sort of that sort of consistency? I always admire that thing, you know.
Actually, it's a trick of a lot of people think that creating content, you literally need to constantly search for content. But
Yes,
have you realized how a reality TV show
right,
comes with season one, season two, and season three? Why are we chasing reality show? Let's think about that. It's because we are watching a reality TV, that we are watching
right,
a journey where someone just starting out. They decided to, they make some mistakes, and then they decided, you know what, I made some mistakes, but I'm just going to try it anyway. So essentially, all the lives are part and parcel of my journey of doing what I'm doing. So when you actually treat your life as part of like diary, like instead of writing a diary, you kind of like record a diary for yourself, whether for a future self or like maybe for your future daughter and son or granddaughter and son, so that you can say like, hey, you see like how grandma, I'm so proud of what I've done. Then when
mhm,
you realize it's just a part of experiment, a part of the
right,
journey, so that you can help people who are way behind you to do
right,
what you'll be doing in the future, then you'll realize you have like constantly unlimited ideas. I can talk about, you know what, yesterday what I've done. Like I realized I haven't done a thing because I wasn't being productive. So these are the mistakes that I make in productivity. And then these are the mistakes. So the next episode I can talk about, you know what? Yeah, the other day I talked to you guys that I wasn't being productive. So today I try something new. This is a productivity hacks that I learned maybe in a book, in a YouTube channel. So I just want to share with you guys how it works. So
right.
something like that actually helped me to give a lot of inspiration for my Facebook Live.
Okay, so this is what it is. I mean, the most important thing is the consistency, and then you are learning from your own mistakes, and then you next time you come up with the next live, you overcome that mistake, and then you get better each day, right? This is the process that you went through. All right. So tell us about your the challenges, like you did OFA and then you started doing lives, okay? And uh, what challenges you faced, when you were not getting sales initially, right? So it took how much time do you take to get first sale and online, and then tell us about that challenges.
I think since I enrolled into OFA, till I get the first ever sale, it took me about 1 month plus or 2 months. I couldn't really remember. I think about
Okay,
that. So before I got into the first sale, my mindset was like, oh my God, how people have done it. Like it's so damn difficult. It's so damn hard. We
right,
felt like it's so damn hard is because we haven't done it before, right?
right,
So back then I was like, oh my God, really struggling. So I was like trying a lot of different things. I went into a lot of Facebook group thinking that, you know what, let's think about who might be interested in this program. So I just simply add people whom I think they can be a potential client. And then, oh my God, I went into the wrong strategy. I added the wrong people. I pitched my product to other people in the wrong way. But then essentially I realized, you know what, you just need to make a lot of mistakes like fast enough so that you're able to like learn from it. So I think after like 2 months, 2 months time, I finally make my, oh my God, first $100. Oh my God, that's not a lot, but it's actually a success because
exactly.
it tells you, you know what, it works. It works. I don't care like how much time you take, but then it works. That's where you change your mind. My first sale is not actually first $100. It's my first dollar.
Okay.
So yeah, from first dollar, you kind of like, you know what? You achieve first dollar. Let's try first $10. Let's try
Okay.
first $50, $100, $500, $1,000. So with that journey ongoing, I felt like sometimes whenever I feel like, you know what, June, I don't think you can do it. I was like, heck no, you just haven't done it. That's why you feel like you cannot do it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's why most of the people stuck, and they try and they don't fail too often, as you said. They don't show up, too often, and that's the reason why people fail, because consistency, which I'm also lacking. I'm also learning, but the everything is that you have to show up. I mean, in your digital journey, you have to show up to become successful, right? So,
Totally agree.
yeah. So, tell us about, like, you are everywhere. You are on YouTube, you're on Instagram, and you're on a lot of social media. So, what advice would you give to other people? Shall they start their, different, YouTube channel and Live and Instagram at the same time, or they go step by step based on your experience?
Based on my experience, I would definitely recommend for newbies, for totally newbies. You have no idea what do I mean by publish and show up consistently to find your voice. You're still trying to figure out what I'm talking about. Okay, you should just focus on one channel, like pick maybe Facebook or pick maybe Instagram or maybe pick TikTok. Just pick one channel that you spend most of the time in. Okay, that's a strategy. There's a strategy around that, because when you pick one single platform, you tend to put most of your resources in one single platform. It's easier for you to build the audience, right? Because if let's say you're just starting out and you're trying to build an audience, like Facebook, Instagram, you have like Facebook 10 people, Instagram 10 people, TikTok 10 people. In total, you have only 30 people. Sometimes they see you, sometimes they don't. But when you're starting out, the consistency of showing up, just like Ziwakar, what you said just now was very brilliant. The consistency of you showing up, it's more important than like you're showing up everywhere. So
Yeah.
that's why if let's say you're starting out, just focus on one platform. Make sure you show up every day, like literally treat your audience just like your lover,
Yeah.
because you're just going to say good morning and good night to your lover every day. So same thing. Same thing. If let's say you want your audience to love you, if let's say you really want to be an influence, you really need to do that. No exception. But then, of course, what I do differently is that I also started out with one single platform. But then my friends will ask me, but then you like, how come I see you everywhere? How come you are omnipresent? Then I was
Right.
like, seriously, you think that way? They say, yeah. Okay. So here's another secret, whichever, because I'm focusing very much in video marketing. That's the reason for that, because video, as compared to written and audio, video builds an instant connection. Just like right now, me and Z Wakar, we are actually speaking. You kind of feel our energy, right? You kind of feel like our enthusiasm. These are the
Right.
things that written words or audio maybe they can convert a little bit, but then you can't really see the expression, right? So that's why I start with one single video. But then I have next problem coming out. I was like, you know what? I've done one video. Like, would it be very wasting my effort if let's say I just put this one video in one place? That's where I start to like, done a lot of different experiment. And when I'm doing the experiment, I share again my experiment. I do a lot of experiment, a lot of trial and error, and I found, you know what?
Yeah.
Here's the formula. So here's the formula that I take one video that I have. I do live video as if right now we are live. Like guys, if let's say you're watching here, please tell us which city you're coming from, okay? So that
Yeah.
me and Ziwaka, we know that you're watching. So I was really doing live, but then I realized that there is a smarter way of doing that. Is that I pre-recorded all my videos
Okay.
and then I stream as live to like 5 to 6 different portals.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's where I realized one video that I've done, I am able to build my authority and my audience in different platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So I
great.
hope that answered your question.
Yeah. Yeah. So, which software do you use for that particular? I mean, streaming, at multiple
There,
platforms.
there are two. I think I'm not so sure whether StreamYard, guys. We are using StreamYard right now. I'm not sure whether StreamYard can do that, but I have used two software. One is called Restream. The other one is called OneStream. Both are very good as well. I'm using OneStream right now, because the paid version is much more affordable for the features. But I think Restream has a really, really generous free plan. No, I wonder whether they still have free plan like right now. So you guys might want to have a check.
Okay, sure, great. So, when did you thought about launching your own digital academy, and how far have you gone in that journey?
Wow, that's launching. Okay, this is how I come through the concept. There was a day I realized, you know what? Why do I keep getting the same type of question over and over again? June, how do you do a Facebook Live? Oh my God, June, where do you find topics for a Facebook Live? Like, how can you be so energetic? Like, how do you set up all the lightings and everything? How do you build your branding and everything? I was like, you know what? This question had become too consistent. Like every now and then I will get it. I was like, why not? I'm trying to maybe I can launch a course around that to answer this question, and especially uh, during the pandemic. Even after the pandemic, a lot of people will be wanting to create even more contents. They realize the importance of being live, showing up, doing videos, right? So I was like asking, my group is called Amazing Story, my Facebook group. So I was like asking my amazing fam, I asked them, hey guys, if let's say I launch something around there, will you guys be interested? Then they will be like, they give very positive feedback. They say, yeah, why not? So I was like, yeah, you know what? Just do that. So
Mhm.
from there onwards, I actually started a market research. I was trying to figure out like, because when you are launching a product out there, the worst case scenario is that you are producing an academy or a course that only you are very excited about.
Okay,
You're only solving problem for yourself, but then there's
exactly.
no market or demand for that. That is the worst case scenario any course creator will encounter. So learning this mistake from other people,
Yeah.
where I watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of learnings, right? So I was like, you know what? Let's do a market research. So from actually getting the name called Amazing Life Academy to actually putting out all the contents, like picking the logo, picking a color, I actually involve my members in my Facebook group. So it's a very, very fun journey. So launching the academy itself is already an experiment.
Right. And how many members do you have right now in your academy, and how our audience can also join? Because this is really important to have, video content is also part of now, even corporate world is talking about creating video content. And so how people can join your academy
Sure. So
and
basically
learn?
we started about 31st of Jan. 31st of Jan. So if any of you guys you're really interested in knowing more about Amazing Life Academy, you can actually just reach out to me either in Messenger, because sometimes I don't want to take in someone who are not suitable to our academy. So usually I will try to access their level. Like what is the reasons that you want to start Facebook Live in the first place? Because sometimes you will get people thinking that this academy can solve their problem, but actually they have a different problem that need to be solved first, right? So definitely you can message me, or if let's say actually we have one free ebook that can help you to get started with your life. If let's say you guys want to have this free ebook, definitely I'll pass the link to Ziwakar. Then yeah, you guys can go to www.amazinglifeacademy.com/free to get the free ebook.
And I would definitely recommend everyone to download that, because as far as my experience is concerned, I've downloaded that book, and it got so much value in it. And I think the best free giveaway that I've got is from June Low. That's, to be honest. I mean that.
That means a
Yeah,
lot.
it means a lot. Reasons that I'm saying very confidently, because that is, it took, you took a lot of time to build that particular content in an amazing sequence, and it's totally practical. And I'll definitely try to implement that particular daily live sessions, uh, if I get time. So, but again, these are the excuses. So I need to come up with better excuses or to actually launch, to actually do it. So it's all about actions, by the way. So
Yeah, you're action taker already. You are already action taker interviewing a lot of guests, right?
right, right. So what about you? You just advise people that about the digital transformation, digital journey that everyone is talking about. You know, so what advice would you give? Because there are the traditional jobs are not as growing. You know, people face a lot of challenges in their jobs, right? So at using this social media, using this digital platform, what a normal person can do, and they can add additional revenue streams. So tell us about that aspect.
You mean having an online income?
Exactly, yes.
You mean how normal people can have an online income? Is that correct?
Exactly.
Your
Yes,
question.
yes.
Okay, I believe that especially for those newbies, if let's say you're starting out, it may be a little bit weird for you to have the thoughts of you can have your maintain your own job right now, but then every little skill sets that you have, literally you can turn whether I would say passion into profit or skill set into profit. You can
Right,
do that. But of course, you just need to learn from the right person and the right people, dive into the right course. But I would say that even though you're starting out, you have no idea what you want to start. I just want to assure that's pretty normal. Like, literally, it's very normal. But have you ever realized that no matter what things that you want to start, you need to show up. You need to make known by other people, even though in like an industry that nobody knows you, because literally 365 days ago nobody knows me
right,
because I haven't started my first ever live, right? So that's why whether maybe you would say, oh, but then Jen, I'm like introvert, I'm not like you and Z Wakar, I can't interview guests. You think I look like that? Definitely no. It was through practice of nearly 300 lives we can do that. So if let's say you're ever wanting to start an online business, I would say pick a niche that
right,
you are comfortable. Maybe that's the niche that you like. For example, maybe I'm a coach, right? So I'll probably pick a niche that I really love to use a lot of tools like productivity tools like Trello, a lot of like online tools. You guys can ask Ziva Karen. He also use a lot of tools, right? So then you can actually start a channel, just talk about different tools or different productivity hacks that you're using in your occupation, right? In your job, right? And then by starting to have a niche and really producing contents around your niche, at the start, you have no idea how to monetize that. But then you will start getting a lot of questions asking you about the
right,
similar type of question again. That's where you know that the opportunities will be there. Because eventually, a lot of newbies starting out, they will be like, lingering at our topic like but no one knows me, like of course you haven't put yourself out there, like how someone is able to know you, right? And then the second question will be like, what kind of product should I sell? That will be the second question. So I would say as long as you build an influence, you have a niche, the opportunity will come because you will know what will be the problem that your niche is facing. Yeah, so definitely that would be one of the things that I'll actually ask them to start begin with.
right. Great. These are really golden nuggets, and your advice are so valuable because you have gone through that, that phases, and you did a lot of lives, and that's why you built that authority. You built that audience, and now people are following you because whenever you start, there is always a process. You have to go through that process, and then in the end, you can become something, right? People what tend to do is they seek the result in the very beginning, because in the beginning you might not be getting that kind of result, but what you will be getting, you get a lot of feedbacks, you get a lot of comments, and you have a lot of positive or negative feedbacks from customer. Then you can always improve upon that. All
You're
right.
right.
Yeah. So what you are into affiliate marketing as well, and you have your YouTube channel as well. Any advice for launching YouTube channel, because I'm thinking about it now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
my advice would be, let's say you are comfortable in front of camera, you have to know, if let's say you've been doing live in Facebook, you want to start a YouTube channel, you really have to find a way to scale it. Same video appear in different places. However, Facebook Live and YouTube, they are both different type of audience with different type of intention. Their intention are different. How people discover your Facebook Live is because they are your friends.
Right.
How people discover your YouTube channel is because your videos are searchable.
Right.
Your videos are searchable is because your videos solve a problem, or your videos, that kind of problem is something that people will search for. So definitely, I would suggest that whoever is starting out, you wanted to utilize YouTube channel, you really need to watch a lot of YouTube to check, then to search YouTube to
Hmm.
see like what kind of contents they are in trending. Because otherwise, you'll realize that you produce videos, but then they are not being shown to others just because that is not being searchable. It's not SEO friendly. It's not some topic that people are interested in. So I would say that that's why in the end, I after I've done so many experiments, I try to combine both. One video of mine not only is searchable, it's also very Facebook intention and YouTube intention. So if let's say you're able to combine these two at one place, that's where you're able to like win at two platforms.
Okay. Great. So I've seen your YouTube channel. Like there are 12 different categories that you're actually adding videos, right? Uh, and these are the same kind of videos that you do, cover on your Facebook Live, right?
Mm.
Are they the same video, you tweak it a little bit for YouTube?
Yep, just a little bit. That's nothing much difference. But then I realized not everybody will going to consume your video in one platform. So you can actually just utilize another platform and tap on it as well.
Okay, great. So tell us about your like you said that you were also previously you were in online business, okay, and then you did OFA, and then you started this journey. So how do you differentiate both of the business? Are you doing the previous business as well, or how? You know, tell us about that thing.
I'm still trying to manage all my time. Yeah, all my business are still ongoing. So what I did is that like a morning session, I will go back to doing my main business, meeting with my team, have my team
Okay.
to actually take care of me, and then in the afternoon I will then do the business that is like new business out of COVID-19. Like who will ever think about that, right? But then eventually I realized I'm still trying to learn my time management skill. I felt like this topic, productivity and time management, is like a constant topic I still need to learn. So sometimes I do have the days like, oh my God, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. So I believe that everyone has that, but then it's more like how you kind of like bounce back, how you actually overcome that
Right,
matters.
right. Great. So how do you rate one funnel away challenge? How important was that? If you got that initially you got that one funnel away challenge, and what impact that made to your life in online world?
I couldn't just put it into words, but then definitely if let's say 1 to 10 newbies, 10, definitely just join it because it's $100. I know that maybe it's a lot of money for some people, but if let's say it means a lot of money for you, you need to join that because you can be one step away from changing your life. Because when this is a big investment for you and then you join it, you kind of like had that kind of commitment. Shit, I must do something to earn back my investment, right? That's where maybe you can just discover another avenue. So definitely, I would actually just suggest anyone to just join it. Like it's just $100, but then it can be life changing.
Exactly. And I've seen a lot of people, changing life doing the OFA because you got a complete picture of online marketing, online world, and funnel, and where know where you can get all that knowledge at single platform and single training. So that's the power of one funnel away channel. I would recommend everyone to do that one funnel away challenge because I see a lot of entrepreneurs doing same mistakes, same they just focus on product, they focus on marketing. So there's always a 360 view. There is a complete picture because there's a if you focus only on just piece of puzzle, you're not going to be successful unless you have a complete picture in your view. Only then you can be successful in your journey.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally agree. So guys, get under Z. Okay, Z
Yeah.
Wakar.
Wow, thank you so much for the recommendation.
No
Well,
problem.
in the end, I would like to say thank you for your time, and I would like your recommendation or your advice to people who are launching their digital journey. What advice would you give? So we'll conclude because we got. I know it's like 12, near to 12 over there at Malaysia, and
Yeah,
it's yeah. So I don't want to take your most more time.
it's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me to your show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.